Hello everyone. Today I'm going to show you how I mix my potting soil. I use Miracle-Gro potting mix. It's pretty inexpensive and good for your plants. Available anywhere, Lowe's, Home Depot. But because I need it to be more porous, I also mix it with some perlite. I'll show you that in a minute. Let's get this open first. Just dump it in. So this is the perlite that I use. Aerosoil perlite. I get it in a big bag because I have a lot of plants. But you can get it in smaller bags at Lowe's or Home Depot. It just aerates the soil so that it doesn't stay waterlogged. It's good drainage. I just use my mug. There's no scientific way of measuring. Just put a couple of scoops in. Sometimes I wear a mask because, as you can see, there's a lot of dust that comes up. Sometimes it makes me sneeze, but you do you, whatever works for you. And here we go. I get my shovel. Now I mix it up and chop up all the chunks, I guess the big chunks that are in the soil. Mix it until it looks like kind of like cookies and cream ice cream. Only I guess there's more cookies than cream. Now this pot is a 15-gallon pot, and I line it with, it's actually a weed barrier, but I use it because it's porous, water can go through it, but it keeps the soil in. Instead of using rocks that would take up space for the soil, I want my roots to have a lot of room. I'll leave the link down below. And here I filled the pot about halfway, and I'm measuring to see how the roots fit in there. I make a little mound in the middle. And you can trim the larger roots that are on your bare root rows, but leave the small ones. The larger ones are to keep the plant in place, and the little ones are the ones that soak up all the water and nutrients for the plant. So sometimes I'll trim part of the bigger root down so it'll fit in the pot. So here in Florida, we keep the bud union above the ground. I know in some of the northern states you would bury it beneath the ground a few inches to protect it from the cold, harsh winters. But here in Florida, Central Florida, we have warm winters for the most part. I know we had an unusual freeze, but normally, that was like a weird 10-year freeze. But normally it's pretty warm during the winter, so we keep our bud unions above the dirt so that they don't get affected by the humidity so much. At least that's what I heard. If you have any other ideas of why we do that, let me know in the comments below. And you just backfill it in. Now I add some of this, the biotone, that helps the roots, stimulate root growth. Just a little handful. Sprinkle around the spine. Mix it in. There we go. Then backfill again some more. And everybody, I mean, for the most part, this is how I pot everything up. A lot of other people have different soils they use, you know, different opinions on how to do things. But I'm just showing you how I do it. And it works for me, so just sharing. Sorry, I apologize. I keep bumping the camera. Now once it's all backfilled in, then I put some Rose Tone organic rose food. Then I add some EB Stone Organics. I use a half a cup for each plant. Just sprinkle around the perimeter. And we just mix it in. Smooth it out. And there's one more thing we're going to add. Okay, last but not least, I put black cow manure. Now, this one has been aged a long time, so it's not going to burn the roots. There's no bad smell to it or anything. I wouldn't put like fresh manure on because that might burn the roots. But this is more like a compost. It has a lot of good nutrients for the rose. Because roses, they're heavy feeders, and if you want big blooms, give them a lot of good nutrients. You'll get those. Of course, you don't want to over fertilize, so I will do this when I pot them, and then I'll wait until the leaves sprout out. They have a canopy of leaves before I give them any other kind of fertilizer. Now all that's left to do is water. Make sure you give them a lot of water that goes all the way through to the bottom of the pot. I usually watch and wait and see until it starts dripping out the bottom. That way I know the water went deep. That way the rose will reach down for the lower water on the bottom and not just have shallow roots on the top. And that's it. The rose is ready to go out into the sun. And we'll check back later and see how this one and all the other David Austin roses are sprouting up. Like, subscribe, and stay tuned for that. Olivia Rose Austin, ready to go. And I'll just continue this with all the rest. I also wanted to show you the gardenia on my patio has been blooming and smells so good. I showed you a couple of the blooms in the shorts, but now it's got blooms all over, so I'm so excited. The patio smells so yummy. That's all. Hope to see you next time. Bye, and happy planting.